Hey folks, Big Deano here again. This time taking a look at another Star Wars Figuarts. Another one I got in the sales. This one is the Phase 2 Clone Trooper, also known as the Revenge of the Sith clone. And he is a bit weird, I'll be honest. Near enough every single clone trooper in Revenge of the Sith had its own markings, so this is quite obviously a money grab of some kind from Tamashii. However, the figure is really good. So good in fact that I've actually ordered the Phase 1 as well. It should be in after Christmas. But yeah, let's take a quick look at this one first, shall we? Normal Star Wars Figuarts box. You've got the blurb, Clone Trooper Phase 2, logos, Bandai 2016. You got a picture of it at the side with another blurb. Some more pictures there. The blurb on the side. And yeah, again, really thin box. I wish they would do that with more figures because it takes up a lot less space. I've just noticed there's a big smudge on him. So yeah, I was honestly expecting the same level of disappointment as Django, but he's actually not bad. He's actually quite good in fact. I prefer him to the model kit clone trooper. And obviously, this being Tamashii, they will most certainly re-release this guy at some point with the 501st markings, the Utapau markings, you name it. I hope they do the Shock Trooper as well. But yeah, in terms of accessories, he doesn't come with a whole lot. Let's get him out of the way, shall we? It comes with that. Let's zoom in. There we go. You get his large blaster rifle. Quite nice. You've got some silver where the sort of bolts would be. A little bit of gunmetal grey on this piece, so it's not all black. And we've got some silver at the edges. And yeah, pretty hard construction. Hard plastic, as per always. You get his other gun as well, which he is currently holding. Again, silver, to sort of break up the fact that it's all black. There's another smudge. That's the one thing about this guy that's kind of getting to me. You get smudge marks everywhere if you're not careful. And he comes with an array of hands. You've got some posy hands right there. Quite well done. He's got two of the signature Tamashii trigger finger, actually not on the trigger finger hand. You get two of those. You get two of the fist hands. And you get two gun holding hands, as in the bottom of the gun, not the actual trigger finger. But yeah, that's all you get for accessories. Not that you really need much more in terms of a clone trooper. But yeah, in terms of details of this guy, let's see the head first of all. It is a little bit off, and I'll tell you for why. These parts here and here should be more rounded than they actually are. I don't actually have the model kit clone to compare with, but yeah, I kept looking at this guy and going, something's off about that face, and it is. They're too sharp at the edges. But other than that, at most angles it looks fine. It's just straight on. It looks very strange. But yeah, you'll notice they've actually went more accurate than the model kit, in that it's a matte plastic. Well, I wouldn't say matte, I'd say satin more. But it's a flatter plastic than the gloss that you usually get, and that's actually true to the show, or the films, sorry. The only thing they have missed out, which I think they've done for articulation purposes, is the elbows and the knees. There should be white panels going round the backs and round the front here for that. I don't really understand why they couldn't do it. Well, I can understand, because when you do the articulation it's really hindered. But at the same time, the model kit kept all of those details and it was completely fine. So yeah, a wee bit disappointing there, but other than that, the detail work is fine. It's spot on. There's not a bad piece in sight. The only thing I will say is they've put the tramp stamp logo where you can still see it if he's not standing at attention. If you've got him bent over, you can see it. But yeah, other than that, details are fine. Articulation wise, he is actually better than I thought he would be. Looking at the Phase 1 reviews, they kept saying he was quite limited, but this one really isn't. There's not much limit apart from the elbows. So yeah, you can look down. In fact, let's bring the zoom back out, shall we? You can look down that far. You can't really look up because of the armour. His side to side is stopped by a sort of armour piece, but we'll let him away with it. Most armoured figures can't really look that far behind them anyway. Shoulders, no limit whatsoever. The only slightly weird thing is the shoulder armour, but that can be fixed with a quick tweak. Free range of movement. You've got bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, however they stop short of 90. And in terms of the hands, you can see they pop out nice and easy as well. You just pop on another one. There we go. You get a nice satisfying click on there. And yeah, the waist and ab articulation is really good. Can go back about that far. You can go forward quite far as well. The legs are actually not bad. They can go out really quite far. Forward, if you try and move the legs forward straight on, they get stuck about that. Move them slightly, you get full range. Knees get just past 90, but again, for an armoured figure that's quite good. I would watch that piece. Those tend to pop off really easy. I would glue them or something if you think you're going to lose the piece. And foot articulation, you can go down not that much, up a little bit. The ankle rocker is, well, it's okay. It doesn't get great range, but it gets the job done. And toe articulation is of course fine. So yeah, as I said before, I liked this figure so much I ended up buying the Phase 1 as well. The only difference of course is the helmet, but I do prefer the Phase 1 designed helmet anyway, because this one looks too much like a Stormtrooper to me. I know they were going for the whole transition into Stormtroopers, but I mean, come on. No clone trooper would be caught dead in Stormtrooper armour anyway. Or so Captain Rex always says. Yes, I have been watching the TV show Rebels, and I did watch about the Clone Wars as well. So yeah. There we go, put that back on. The only thing I will say before I go, he's the exact same height as Jango Fett, by the way, which is a good point of detail there from Tamashii. Of course, with him being a clone of Jango, they should all be exactly the same height anyway. It's really kind of difficult to pose the big rifle, and when you do, as you can see there, you get a really nasty looking smudge that you then have to scrub to get off. So be careful when you try using the big rifle. Keep it in one position, try not to rub it against the armour, or it will make it smudged and horrible. So yeah guys, that'll do it for this review, and until next time, I shall see you all later. Stand up. There we go. I'll see you all later guys.